I feel like every single week I'm making a video about the Dodgers. I mean, it's pretty simple. They've had a extremely busy offseason, and the Dodgers themselves have figured out ways to really manipulate this 2024 MLB offseason. For some people, their type of manipulation with the deferred contracts might not seem like manipulation. It's just them doing what they can to make a really good team in 2024. It's been pretty obvious the Dodgers are trying to win a World Series in 2024, and it's even more obvious after just signing Teoscar Hernandez to a one-year contract. Now here's the caveat: it is a one-year contract, $23.5 million, but a lot of that money will be deferred from 2023 to 2029. The Dodgers have officially found a way to get past this contract loophole to sign a lot of players at a really good value. Now to the Dodgers, money isn't a big deal. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They're one of the biggest fan bases in baseball. They make a ton of money. They have a bunch of investors, and the Dodgers just signed one of the best players of all time in the MLB. So of course sales are going to be not a problem. But the big thing that a lot of people are kind of talking about this offseason is that, is this good for baseball? Now I know Teoscar Hernandez might not be a big deal or a big news topic in the sport of baseball. However, if you really look at the Dodgers past this offseason, it's been very clear that they figured out a way to get a ton of players. I mean, Teoscar Hernandez at one point was an all-star on a really good contract and have him for a really long time. Now I know Teoscar Hernandez is only signed for 1 year, like I said, but he is another all-star bat to an already all-star studded lineup. But before we get into why Teoscar Hernandez is kind of a big deal for Dodgers and just the MLB when it comes to signing this season, please leave a like and subscribe. If you enjoy this type of content, I try and upload every other day or every single day when there's big news that breaks. And of course, let's get into it. Let's just talk about how crazy this is. I mean, first of all, I would like to shout out Teoscar Hernandez. Now last season wasn't his breakout season. Of course, that was in 2021 when he eventually did go to the All-Star game, and of course came in MVP voting around 19th, and in 2020 of course he came in 11th in MVP voting. However, the last few years for Teoscar in Toronto and even Seattle have been just okay. He has never reached that all-star stardom once again. I mean, last season he batted a 258, a 305, a 435, and a 741 OPS. He was a 106 OPS plus player, and that pretty much just means he was a really decent MLB player. He wasn't really bad, he wasn't really good, he was kind of just a little bit above average. And I feel like it's safe to say, and I know it's a running joke, that when this guy goes to the Dodgers, the dude is going to turn into his all-star prime. Now, I don't think he's going to become an all-star. Let me rephrase that. I think he's going to play a lot better because the Dodgers are known to help people get back on track. If Teoscar Hernandez is someone that was really looked at the Dodgers organization, that means the Dodgers know there's something they could tweak and potentially fix to be an even better player. Like I said, Teoscar Hernandez was already an all-star. Why can't he just have another 296 season like he did in 2021 or a 919 OPS season like he did in 2020? I think Teoscar Hernandez is just a really good pick for the Dodgers in general too, because the outfield market is very slim right now. He's one of the only outfielders out there that anyone really wanted to get at the moment, and I think the Dodgers getting them is just a blatant fact that the Dodgers are really trying to win this 2024 World Series. Now, the big topic right now I feel like in baseball is this okay? Like I said earlier in the video, people are kind of getting upset that the Dodgers are finding ways to maneuver around these big title contracts, and I think at this point a lot of people are trying to get the MLB to implement some type of salary cap or free agent signings because the Dodgers are doing too much in a lot of people's opinions. Now personally, I think this is perfectly cool for the sport of baseball. If you look at it from an outsider's perspective, look at other sports like the NBA. There's been plenty of teams in the NBA that have gone out and got certain guys, and it seems like it's going to be a cheat code. Do they always win an NBA championship? No. And I think that's the best part about baseball. It's a very long season, 162 games. Do you think every free agent the Dodgers are going to sign this year are going to last all 162 games? Probably not. And on top of that, Teoscar Hernandez might only be a platoon outfielder. I think he will play outfield, don't get me wrong, but maybe if he doesn't do so hot and he's just your average MLB outfielder, it'll be okay. I think a lot of people on Twitter and just the media in general in the MLB is kind of blowing this out of proportion. Now, like I said, Teoscar Hernandez isn't the only one getting a deferred contract from the Dodgers this season. Of course, we've seen Shohei, we've seen Yamamoto, we've seen plenty of others that the Dodgers have signed and even traded for get this kind of deferred contract deal. Now, if people think Teoscar Hernandez is going to be a stepping stone or maybe the breaking point of Rob Manfred to implement some type of salary cap or do something along those lines, it's not going to happen. This is a really good pickup from the Dodgers, and I think it's safe to say that if you're a Dodgers fan, you have to be proud of your team and your front office trying to get people that will win you games. Teoscar Hernandez was really good, like I said, in 2021. A lot of people expected him to do big things on the Mariners last season, and unfortunately he didn't do as much. But if you look at it in the future, the Dodgers have a track record for helping out people that have been struggling. And like I said, I think Teoscar is great for the franchise. He's a really nice dude from what it seems, and he doesn't really have issues in the clubhouse from all the news outlets that have been out there about his name. Now, if you're a Dodgers fan, you might be thinking, wow, who else are they going to go out and sign and try and get this deferred deal? And of course, I think the answer is endless. You could pretty much get anyone you want. You have some of the best players on your roster, and on top of that, you have such high name value that it's insane. If someone like you or I were an MLB player and we were asked, hey, would you like to come play with Shohei, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and a bunch of other names, you'd probably say yes at the right price. And I think that's really important for the Dodgers going forward. Getting Shohei was a big deal. And I think Yamamoto wasn't the first big deal signing that the Dodgers did after Shohei. This is another one that proves that having someone like Shohei, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, like I said, gives name value to the Dodgers and allows the front office to go get players that pretty much are on the edge. And when you tell them about all these players, they're probably going to sign. So with that being said, I just want to run down the Dodgers lineup right now because I don't think people understand how good this team is going to be. At the moment, on January 7, 2024, before any other big deals are set to happen for the Dodgers, they currently have Mookie Betts batting first, Freddie Freeman batting second, Shohei Ohtani batting third, Will Smith batting fourth, Max Muncy batting fifth, Teoscar Hernandez right field batting sixth, James Outman batting seventh, Chris Taylor batting eighth, and Gavin Lux batting ninth, with starting pitchers like Yamamoto, Glasnow, Buehler, Miller, and Sheenan. This is insane, let alone just a crazy thing that the Dodgers have been able to pull so far. The offseason isn't even over. We don't even know what's going on in the trade market right now. The Dodgers can make a trade in less than 12 hours, and I'll make another video about how crazy they are. The Dodgers are having an extremely successful offseason, and I think if you're a fan of the Dodgers, you're definitely going to want to watch every single game next season. And that's pretty much it. Will they win the World Series? That is up for you guys to decide in the comment section. Like I said, I can't believe this deal eventually went down. I know it's really smart from the Dodgers perspective, getting an outfielder that they really needed at a really desperate time right now, especially when the market's so small. And I have no doubt that getting a bunch of MLB players that have been really good the last couple years really helped Teoscar land with the Dodgers. Now, if I'm the Dodgers organization, I might start looking into the bullpen market, maybe pick up Josh Hader, who knows. I think Josh Hader would be a really good pickup for the Dodgers, especially with their pitching staff in general. I mean, like, by pitching staff, I mean like the people that help the pitchers, not the actual pitching staff. Pretty much what I'm saying is I think Josh Hader would be the next really good pickup for the Dodgers. However, I don't know if they're willing to do that, especially with Josh Hader wanting a ton of money, and I think just in general he might just not fit well with the Dodgers just because he's kind of been lackluster, but at the same time it's Josh Hader. Why wouldn't you want him on your team? I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's a great pickup for Josh Hader if you made it this far in the video, or is Teoscar Hernandez all you need on the Dodgers to start opening day 2024? Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you made it this far. Have a great night or day when you're watching this. Stay safe and bye.